Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has literally linked dua and made it synonymous with worship. The act of dua, which is supplication, inside or outside of prayer, asking Allah for our needs, is a subject that encapsulates so much about our belief in Allah and our submission to Him. And the first thing we're going to talk about are the three greatest misconceptions that people have on this subject of supplication. Now, the first thing, and you may know a lot of people who have this misconception, is they imagine that dua is only for major things. Many people have this idea that dua is only for when you have cancer, when you're about to die, if you've had a car accident. And many people will not ever make dua until something terrible happens. The companions of the Prophet ﷺ used to make dua and ask Allah for help even when they go to the market to buy sandals. One night, Prophet Ibrahim ﷺ, who used to receive revelation from Allah all the time, he was eating his dinner late. He heard a voice saying, "Oh Ibrahim, why are you eating your dinner so late tonight? This is not your norm." He said, "Oh Allah, I went from house to house to try to sell something, to borrow money, to borrow food, and I couldn't find anyone to interact with or to trade with until late at night." So Allah Ta'ala responded to him and He said, "Is this what a friend does with a friend? A Khalil," because Khalil means someone very close to you. "Ibrahim, you don't ask me? What kind of Khalil am I to you and you to me when you're hungry and you never asked me?" So Prophet Ibrahim said, "Oh Allah, well, should I ask you even for my dinner?" Allah Ta'ala responded to him, "Oh Ibrahim, my Khalil, if you need some salt, ask me." So Allah Ta'ala is telling us that dua is for every little need that you have, and you shouldn't imagine that dua is only for major things. Even a prick, you touched a thorn and you want that pain to go away, that's a dire need. So a dire need in the field, in the context of supplication and prayer to Allah, the bar is very low, unlike the dire need in Islamic law, which is life and death. So when you hear about supplicating to Allah when you're in a state of dire need, don't imagine it's the dire need of the sacred law, which is the dire need that makes haram halal, life and death, or life and limb, as they say sometimes, that I could lose a limb, I could go blind, or I could lose my arm, or I can go to jail. But in this realm of dua, it's much lower than that. Furthermore, dire need is anything that you want, not just need. Many people also imagine dua is only for like negative causes. I have a sickness, I had a car crash, I have poverty, rather than for positive causes, that I want to add something to my life, I want to make something better. These are also classified as needs because you want them. Your heart is unsettled without them. In conclusion, dua is not just for major needs. Dua should not only be at the side of a hospital bed or at a funeral. Dua is for every big and every small, negative or positive.